I would like to do a short course navigation video for SCMT 1123. As you can see, we're on the click here to begin of the Blackboard shell. Please be sure that you peruse the README first. There's some very important introductory information here. And as you go through the click here to begin, you'll just need to make sure that you read the course map below. There's a click here to begin, a course content, gradebook, campus resources, and Blackboard support uh, folders that you can use for your use. I also have invite you to watch the short self-introduction video for this course this semester. If you need access to the syllabus Part 1 and Part 2, the Part 1 syllabus contains the information regarding the course objectives, the assignments, and how the course will be graded. The syllabus Part 2 contains all of the UACCH, Blackboard, My UACCH, and other important course information. Again, if you click here on syllabus part 1, it will give you a copy of my course syllabus, which you may save this or you may print this. Also, the syllabus part 2 that contains all the pertinent information on Blackboard, as well as My UACCH, online course logins, email, computer, and printing use. I highly recommend that you print this information and you store this in your notebook so you can have that as a handy reference. As we travel down, we also will find the weekly course assignment for transportation. This list is an overall comprehensive information regarding what is due for each week for our 8-week course, what chapters we will be studying, and what assignments are due, with all the information that you would need to know. Again, I highly recommend that you print this and keep this in your course notebook for future reference for assignments. We also have several pieces of information, library passwords. If you use our library databases, these are the passwords where you can access this off campus if you need to do information for research papers or for course assignments. There's also a link. Again, this is the password bookmark. Actually, these are several bookmarks that you can print and keep in your textbooks. You can share this with others even. So there's a little handy information that our UAHT library has shared with us. On the Net Tutor, this is offered through our TRIO Student Support Services. And again, you can go in and receive tutoring, and it's free and it's online. There's a writing tutor. There's also a college student success tutor. There's a accounting tutor, American history tutor. So there's many different tutors that are available to help you, where you can go in and submit a question in a little small window of time. There will be a live tutor that will get back in touch with you to assist you. Again, this would be a handy reference for you if you cannot come to our TRIO support services on either one of our UAHT campuses. The last link is Microsoft Office 365 download. This is the web-based free version, so please keep in mind it does involve the Excel and Word apps. However, it does not have the full functionality of the desktop version for Microsoft Office 365. However, if you're using the web links for Excel and Word to perform simple calculations on an Excel spreadsheet that you might have to do for your problems on transportation homework or any other supply chain management course homework, this would be very adequate, as well as if you need to type a paper or type answers to your questions for each of your weekly assignments. This would again be adequate for you. Okay, so as we look at the click here to begin, I do want you to, I'm going to skip around just a moment because there are some areas that I want to discuss first. So again, this is your course gradebook. And when you click here, it will have the assignments and the courses and what you made each week. Your weekly discussions, those are discussion boards that you'll go in and you will actually post a thread to a certain students post or to a certain question for each week, and there's about 6 discussion posts regarding to this chapter. I do not do discussion posts on the midweek or the final exam weeks. As we go back to course messages, you can actually send me an email here by creating the message. And again, this is the campus resources, the technology resources. You can print this out for your use as well. The Blackboard support, this is just a link. If you need to submit a ticket for something with the Blackboard system, you can do that as well. Now, as we go back and we have looked at the course messages, campus resources, Blackboard support, as well as click here to begin. Also, the announcements will have weekly announcements regarding when assignments are due or when special projects are due for the course. But the course content is the most important part of the course. Therefore, I would like for us to take just a look at this. So with course content, I have several folders divided up by each week. I call them modules. Folders are not really modules, but they are folders that contain information for each week that we will be covering in the unit. And again, as you can see, I have several chapters. I have about 7 chapter folders for chapter information. Then I have a week 8 finals week final exam study guide folder, and then a week 8 final exam folder. And then the research project folder is here as well. I would just like to start with chapter 1 and show you just a little bit of information. So again, there is an instructor video lecture from myself, as well as a checklist. And again, I have created a preparation activities folder and a weekly assignments. In the preparation activities folder for each week, there is third-party videos, a chapter PowerPoint from the actual textbook publisher, as well as links to how you're graded on discussion forums, and as well as a link to the quiz, because again, the quiz is going to be treated as a preparation point. If we go back, and as we do go back to the weekly assignment folder, you will see, for example, chapter 1 study questions. So the first chapter is a little lighter than the other chapters due to just this being a very basic introductory chapter. So even though it's not homework heavy, so to speak, I do want you to take advantage of the preparation folders. And so again, what the preparation folders do is it gives you all the background information, gives you third-party videos, websites, different information that will help you reinforce chapter concepts. And this is done for each week. And so even though I have got the assignment checklist in the click here to begin folder, I also have a week 1 checklist. So I'm just again reiterating some of the information so that you do not forget or quit. Now, if we go back to course content, the next folder I want us to look at is again for chapters 5, we have the midterm info exam. What happens here is in this folder, we have exam info, and as well as that week, I put in a video about the research interview project, because that week I want you to study for the midterm as well. So usually about 2 to 3 to 4 days before the test is set to show up, I release the final exam study guide so that you'll have ample time to study. When the final is set up in the same way, the final folder that I would like for us to look at is a research project folder. And that is about the transportation interview assignment overview. I have created a video that actually talks about the transportation interview assignment overview. I actually open the assignment directions and go over each part with you, and I invite you to watch this before you get started. Of course, there's research project guidelines. This is what I'm actually showing you in the video, as well as a project sample and MLA style resources, as well as, again, links once again to your library website for the databases that you can get off campus, and also those passwords that you may need. So this is actually the course in a nutshell. I hope it is easy to navigate. I hope it's easy to find the items that you need to be successful in this course. Again, I hope I have laid it out to where you will be very successful. If you have any concerns or questions, please contact me through my office phone at 707228261 or rachel.parson@uacch.edu or through the course messages on Blackboard.